All right, well, we all know that we should drink more water. Most of us even know that it could help us lose weight too, but it isn't always easy. So today we want to share a few tricks with you of how you can get a gallon of water in a day easily.
You say easily, but it's not actually that easy. It's actually very difficult.
I don't think it has to be so hard, so we'll share that with you coming up next. All right, so Tom wanted to join me today because he said, you're gonna make this sound too easy.
Well, won't you?
Well, okay, so I think like most things at life, it's always difficult for the first few days to start a new habit. They say it takes 21 days to make a new habit. I don't think that's accurate. I think with something like this, within a week, you could have a new habit formed. The important part though is to set yourself up for success for it, and probably what you've done in the past isn't working. So we're gonna share with you today how we are actually able to get a gallon of water in every day. A lot of days. So the first tip that Tom did not believe me at first, but then I had to buy a water bottle for him and he finally started to believe me. You have to use a straw. When you use a straw, you naturally drink more water with each sip, and it's also easier. Like, this is scientific. Literally, because you don't have to tip the container all the way up, you just have to bring it up to your mouth. It is a proven fact that you consume up to twice as much more water in a day if you use a straw. And so I want to show you the containers that Tom and I use. Do you have yours handy?
Yeah.
So this is my at-home container. It probably needs to be washed, I don't know. And then this is my to-go container. And so the reason I've had this one for over a year, but what's so awesome about it is that this lid is made by Ball, and you can buy just the lid and straw, or you can buy the whole thing together, but it goes onto a quart size jar. And so as we all know, there's 4 quarts in a gallon, so you literally have to drink 4 of these and you have a gallon of water in for the day. The problem is I can't take this to go outside.
It won't fit in your cup holder either.
Doesn't fit. So then Tom and I got these ones. They were really inexpensive on Amazon. We'll link to everything below. And so these also have a straw. The next tip is to have clear containers so that you can see where your water level is at. Also a scientific fact that if you can see the water level in your container, you will drink more, because our brain is trained to succeed even though it doesn't always feel like that, and we want to see the level go down.
So we both sit at a desk most of our days, right, for working. Dawn says that with a straw, she will just sit and drink hers all day long. Not even think about it. I'm the opposite. I have to intentionally grab it and drink it. Otherwise, I won't drink at all. Like, at all. I'll go the opposite direction. So I have to intentionally think, okay, I need to continue drinking water.
I can't tell you how many times I do. I'll just have this sitting at my desk and I'll be like, oh my goodness, it's empty again already, and I've drank 2 of them and it's 11 o'clock in the morning. And so you'll get used to this very quickly. The trick is you just always have to have it around you. And then our third tip is to actually use a gallon jug that you fill up at the beginning of the day, because that's what's been helpful for you.
So Dawn disagreed with this, and I mean, it does look kind of silly. No, it does look silly.
Okay.
So I walked around for a year with a 1 gallon jug of water. Before I did the straw thing, I would drink out of the gallon all day long, and then I knew, okay, by noon I have to be about half a gallon left, because otherwise I'm not gonna make it.
Or you'd be up at the bathroom all night long.
And I needed to, and I need to see, okay, I've gone this far down the gallon jug, I need to go this much further.
Yep.
Some days in the summertime I would easily clear a gallon. In the wintertime in Minnesota, it's a little harder. A little more difficult, but
here's what's cool. Yes, will you have to go to the bathroom a ton when you first start doing this?
Yes.
Yeah. It takes about a week.
A ton.
A ton. Like every half hour, 20 minutes, you'll feel like you have to go to the bathroom. But it's good if you're tracking your steps, you're getting more steps in, right? I mean, if you're at work, people might be like, do they have a problem? But
maybe.
Your body will adjust quickly. What I've noticed now that I've gotten used to consuming this much water is that if I don't have it by me, especially if I'm out of the house for the day and maybe I don't have a chance to fill this as much, I am so thirsty. I'm like, where is my water? Because my body has adjusted to it and it wants it. We have our little guys playing Legos. Hey, he has his water cup. He has his sippy cup. The other thing, okay, so let's talk about, the whole point we're even talking about this today is the benefits of drinking water. Most of us know them, but we'll just reiterate them. The main thing, and why we're putting this in our weight loss series, is that most often we mistake thirst for hunger. So we think we're hungry when our body is actually just thirsty. So I think you'll find that as you drink more water, it's easier to control cravings, and you might not even feel the urge to snack as much. So that's kind of the main goal. But beyond that, it boosts your mood, which we all need. It gives us more energy. Our bodies feel better.
So I can tell that when I am low on water, I can feel the tension down my spine. Like, so I naturally have, if I don't work out regularly, my core gets weak, my back hurts, my neck hurts, my low back hurts, and I have a lot of headaches and really discomfort. But if I'm consuming a lot of water, I'm good.
Yeah.
But
the other thing I really like about the lids that just go on the jar is that, again, if you want to be able to see how much you've drank in a day, you can take 4-quart jars, fill them up at the beginning of the day. It's actually best for your body to drink room temperature water, but if you wanted to like add some cucumber slices, or you know, raspberry and mint is an awesome combination, or pineapple, just to give your water a little bit of flavor. At the beginning of the day, set out your jars, fill them with water, throw some chunks of fruit or whatever else in them, throw them in the fridge, and then you're just ready to go to have some really good tasting water accessible to you. Tom doesn't put anything in his water.
You mean just regular water?
You can also drink soda water. I had a very severe Diet Coke addiction, so soda water was what I used to get by. But if you don't, like, if you just go open a can of LaCroix right now and you're like, that tastes disgusting, the trick, right, the kids will take a sip.
Or if you accidentally get it because somebody took it out of the can and put it into a cup, that will make you want to puke too.
The kids will be like, oh, it's spicy water. But the trick is to be able to acquire the taste for soda water is to make it yourself at first, and then you'll be able to drink the other stuff. By plain soda water, and then add your own like lemon and lime or raspberry and mint. Make it that way first. It's very good, and it's another way to get more water in. All right, so finally though, I do want to encourage you this. You know, we started out talking about using the pedometer app and now being able to drink more water. I hope by now most of us have learned that there are no quick fixes to weight loss. And so, that's actually the biggest disappointment. It's a huge disappointment, but I think when we can just accept it and stop, you know, like sometimes we think, well, okay, well when I find, you know, that magic trick, that magic diet, I mean, we've tried lots of different things. Like, it's just not out there. The worst thing for me is Dawn doesn't do this, I do this. I weigh myself every single morning. It's just what I do. You cut out sugar, you start drinking a lot of water, you're eating healthy foods, you're not taking in garbage, and you think, why is this weight not falling off of me? Yeah. But it does eventually, doesn't it? It does eventually. Like 2 weeks later, then you'll lose a significant amount. No, it's 2+ weeks. Yeah. But it's... So, but my hope is that by getting in more steps, drinking more water, you're starting to notice your mood improve a little bit, your energy level. So the next thing we are going to talk about is then diet changes. Tom and I have been looking at a lot of different diet programs, plans, eating, ways of eating, but that we'll have the energy and the clarity of mind to be able to tackle our eating next and feel like we already have some forward momentum going. It's not wise to start to try and change your eating and your activity level at the same time, because this activity level causes you to be more hungry, and then when you go on a diet, you're restricting your eating. So it's never wise to start those at the same time. So I hope we're opposite with that too. Tom's like, Monday we are doing it all. I'm cold turkey. Let's just cut the leg off. Yeah. And be done. I know. And I used to be the same way too until we had kids. Like, I mean, in the past, I had the brain space, I had the willpower, you know, to do all these like extreme methods to lose weight quickly and all of that. I don't operate the same way anymore, and that's okay, because what's even better is that we're modeling healthy habits to our kids that will help us to be able to maintain our weight for the rest of our life. So it's not immediate, it's not a quick fix, but I do hope that you just feel like you're starting to feel a little better, feel a little bit better about yourself, and starting to trust yourself that then when we do move into diet changes, that it's gonna stick and that you can do it. All right, so we're gonna go fill up. My water's already empty. So we're gonna go.
That's been empty the whole time.
I know, this morning. I mean, it's like 9 o'clock.
You meant during the video.
Oh yeah, I drank it all.
She drank all that. You didn't even see it.
Yeah, 1 second. No, yeah, and I would be like, I need to go to the bathroom actually right now. But find a container that works for you. Hopefully it has a straw and you can see the water level in it. We'll link to these down below, and here's to a gallon water a day. And we'd also love to know how your steps went for this past week, if you met your goal or if you came up a little short. That's okay. We're learning a new way of living, a new process. So it's okay. This week, just try to do better than you did the last week and you're gonna be in great shape. All right, we'd love if you subscribe so that we can keep in touch. You can see what's going on with our kitchen remodel. It's been a lot of fun. We've appreciated all of your comments, and we'd also love it if you followed along on Instagram as well.